Hi, my name is Cold Beer, and let's start with the inheritance of Crimson Manor. You'll experience a Penny Dreadful-like gothic horror story set in a beautiful Victorian-era manor with a dark secret within. The horror aspect is only in the gothic dark tone narrative. Here you won't find any monsters or jump scares. It's a calm detective puzzle-solving experience enshrouded in an amazing atmosphere. To be honest, most puzzle games lack this outer layer to connect all the dots, to set the mood and so on, but the inheritance of Crimson Manor does this in a charming way. Here you'll find Resident Evil-inspired level unlock design, dynamic hint system for less fortunate ones in the IQ field, logic and inventory puzzles, non-linear exploration, and a cool horror story that holds all of this together. You know, it holds the story and not your hand, or... if you know, you know. Looks like a nice title for your dark evenings. Light the candles around you for the atmosphere when you play. It will set the mood, believe you me. The Order of the Snake Scale. This, let's say, is a super rare indie game that only a handful of people know, and that's a shame. The game is really innovative and well made. It is an indie retro horror title, which will take you into the world inspired by Lovecraft himself. You will explore a dystopian world in one of the possible ways that humanity can follow. With each step in the game, you will explore the semi-open world and its history. Cool thing is that the game merges third-person exploration with first-person shooting at the same time. That is a super cool mechanic. So here, mysterious murders, monsters, creepy rooms and corpses everywhere will set the mood. And the game is not forgiving. It will kill your character over and over again. So as the developer says, stock up your inventory, collect clues, fight and make decisions to survive. Well, at least try. Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. If you like Sherlock Holmes and Lovecraftian stuff, this may be your spoon of potato salad. Here you become Sherlock Holmes and find yourself at the heart of terrifying Cthulhu mythos as you investigate a series of mysterious disappearances in Europe and the United States. Those are apparently linked to a dark cult that worships an ancient god. Whatever their plan is, you must put a stop to it, or, you know, face unspeakable consequences. Yeah, all that sounds nice, but can I join the cult? Can I worship the ancient god as well? You know, what if Sherlock decided that his life of investigations is boring and being a servant for a Dagon himself is a more fulfilling experience? I doubt that, but it would be nice if you could actually choose the unexpected way. Shadowrun Returns. Magic has returned to the world, awakening powerful creatures of myth and legend. Technology here merges with flesh and consciousness. Elves, trolls, orcs and dwarves walk among us, while ruthless corporations bleed the world dry. Here you are a Shadowrunner, a mercenary living on the fringes of society in the shadows of massive corporate arcologies, surviving day by day on skill and instinct alone. When the powerful or the desperate need a job done, you get it done, by any means necessary. Or, you know, fail miserably and try again. People on Steam are saying that this is a solid strategy RPG that scratches the itch for games like Baldur's Gate or Divinity Original Sin. Also great for Fallout and Wasteland fans. Shadowrun Returns has around 90% of positive reviews, so if you like games like that, it's a real no-brainer for this price. Hollow Knight. You'll explore twisting caverns, ancient cities and deadly wastes, encounter battle-tainted creatures, befriend bizarre bugs and solve ancient mysteries at the kingdom's heart. Game is hard and is often compared to Dark Souls. Keep that in mind before you fall in love with those lovely graphics. They are quite deadly. Although if you don't like bugs, you will get your chance to kill a few hundred of them, or be killed by them. Yeah, that is more likely. There are a lot of bug-like different creatures infesting these lands and only you can exterminate them with your gaming skills. There are also plenty of good bugs as well, so I don't know what this game tries to teach us. I guess be friends with friends and be enemies with enemies.
Wisdom, yeah.
Untitled Goose Game. Ever wanted to be an evil goose? No? Well, you should, because you can be a menace to society, not only being human that you are. Here you'll make your way around town, setting up ranks, stealing hats, honking a lot, and generally ruining everyone's day. This is a nice and funny puzzle game. And also, if you ever feel alone, you can play co-op with your mother-in-law, and that's how there will be 2 evil geese. The more the merrier, right? If you love making people suffer, this game is definitely for you. Ship of Fools. This is a seafaring roguelite co-op game where you play the fools, the only creatures fool enough to brave the sea. The great lighthouse that once protected the archipelago is broken, and a storm of malice and corruption is coming. So you, together with your shipmate, will jump aboard and make your voyage across the sea. Man the cannons, ready your sails, and protect your ship from sea monsters over multiple runs. It's up to you to defend your home from the almighty aquapocalypse. People are saying that the game is hard, but not too hard so it doesn't ruin your mood. Also, you can play it alone, but it's not what the intentions of the developers were, so if you don't have a friend, skip this one. Superliminal. This is a first-person puzzle game based on forced perspective and optical illusions. Puzzles here will give you a sense of the unexpected and will definitely boggle your mind. You will need to change your perspective and think outside the box to wake up from the dream. And by thinking outside the box, that may be a very literal thing in this game. Find a box, go outside, think, solve the puzzle. So here you will explore a dream world. Tread carefully as the world slowly unravels around you and subverts your expectations. What you see isn't always precisely what you get. People who play the game are saying that it is more like a digital art gallery, and puzzles will probably not challenge your brain very much, unless you are very stupid. So it's also a litmus test for your IQ. Don't worry, even if you are stupid, you are an amazing person. And now subscribe to get 5 free IQ points, today only. Voor De Kroon, or whatever it is pronounced, is not something you encounter every day. It is a mishmash of games like Chivalry, Mount and Blade, and even Total War, or as developers call it, just a medieval war game. You will fight for control during the Frisian-Olandic Wars. Set in the medieval 13th century, the game features a strategy campaign and historical battles. You will fight with your army and command your troops, or you can fight as one of your units in first person. The concept is not new, but it's for sure an entertaining one. Developers say that the appearance of the warriors is as authentic as possible. They have researched and recreated all the historical armors with love, or with hate, I don't know which is better for historical reasons, and you will participate in battles with up to 720 of these fancy knights. The game is in early access, but it already has around 90% of positive reviews, so for this title the future seems bright. Verdun. The game takes place on the Western Front in one of the bloodiest conflicts in world history, inspired by the famous Battle of Verdun in 1916. So the game is the first-person shooter multiplayer set in a realistic setting of the First World War. The vicious close-quarters nature of trench warfare means that skill with a bayonet can be as vital as good aim with a rifle, so prepare for some melee action as well. The game offers 4 modes with many historically accurate features, such as realistic First World War weaponry, authentic uniforms, horrendous gore, and maps based on the real battlefields of France and Belgium. People on Steam are saying that the game is criminally underrated, so if you are thirsty not only for beer but for blood as well, this may be your spoon of potato salad.
Wait, what?
I don't know, man, sounded cool in my head. Far Cry 4. Travel to Himalayas into the fictional country of Kyrat, and of course try to overthrow the oppressive regime of the dictator in the process, because you know that's what we do, right? Casually traveling around the world, drinking piñatas, and then boom, you are the leader of some separatist movement in the country that you have never even heard of before. And yes, I know what piñata is, I'm just trolling you. Of course, Far Cry 4 is not the newest title of the franchise, but it is still a great game with a great price. The world of Far Cry is really impressive and alive, with terrain spanning from lush forests to the snow-capped Himalayas. The entire world is teeming with life and deadly encounters. Leopards, rhinos, black eagles, and vicious honey badgers. This is a home of untouched wildlife, so every time as you embark on your hunt for resources, know that something may be hunting you as well. Kenshi. This is a free-roaming, squad-based RPG focusing on open-ended sandbox gameplay. You can be a trader, a thief, a rebel, a warlord, a slave, or just food for the cannibals. The freedom is here and it's up to you how you would use it. You can research new equipment and craft new gear, purchase and upgrade your own buildings to use as safe fortified havens when things go bad, or use them to start up a business. Well, it's a sandbox game after all. You can aid or oppose the various factions in the world while striving for the strength and wealth necessary to simply survive in the harsh desert. You will train your men up from puny victims to master warriors, carry your wounded squadmates to safety and get them all home alive. The game is purely single player and it's an owner of overwhelmingly positive reviews left by tens of thousands of people. Blacktail. Here the choice is yours. Will you become the guardian of the woods or the terror nightmares are made of? You play as Yaga, a 16-year-old girl accused of witchcraft and expelled from a medieval settlement. Well, I know what I would be doing after that. Definitely not helping poor folk from the aforementioned village to heal their sick cattle. No, I would rather secretly put pineapple in their potato salad. Also would turn all their delicious beer into milk.
Milk of a cat.
Yeah, milk of a cat or of a hamster. Anyway, he will decide the fate of the land and its inhabitants, and witness the impact of your decisions on your skills through an implemented morality system. People on Steam are saying that the game feels more mature than the visuals it provides, and the story is really dark and captivating. And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.